The resistance of OULED SIDI CHEIKH emerged in the second half of the 19th century as one of the most important milestones in the history of Algerian popular uprisings, during which local population fought epic battles against the French colonial army. The story began when one of the valiant heroes of the south of Oran region, namely Siman Ould Hamza Ould Bubkar, called for jihad to revolt against the invaders, after gaining support from a large number of local tribes and followers of the Sheikhia Brotherhood spread across the desert. The call for jihad came against the backdrop of the policy of expansion adopted by colonial army to pursue incursions into Algerian desert due to its geopolitical and economic importance. On the one hand, such an expansion was aimed at connecting African colonies of France in the northern, central and western parts of the continent through Algerian Sahara. On the other hand, there were plans to develop a railway project that held plundering the country's natural wealth, which contributed to the prosperity of French economy. On April 8, 1864, the region of Al-Bayad witnessed the first confrontations as Slimane Ould Hamza raided a French camp in Aouinat Bubkar area, in which the enemy sustained heavy casualties. This victory motivated other tribes to join the resistance movement, and after the martyrdom of Slimane Ould Hamza, his brother Muhammad took the lead, scoring consecutive battles, the most important of which was the Battle of Ben Hattab that took place on the 26th of April 1864. Stinning is another fierce battle that opposed later on May 13 Si Mohammed and his followers to enemy troops commanded by General Deligny, during which resistance fighters suffered heavy losses. In fact, the strengthening of the French army's positions had not prevented resistance fighters from launching an attack on a battalion in Ain Safra region in late September 1864. However, Si Mohammed Ould Hamza did not hold long. He had no alternative but to withdraw to southern Libya Sidi Sheikh early 1865, where he died after being seriously wounded. The year 1866 was the scene of ferocious clashes, during which colonial army led by Colonel de Colombe achieved battlefield victories due to his experience and good deal of knowledge about desert areas. The most significant being the Shelala battle, which took place in April 1866. The latest defeat have in no way affected OULED SIDI CHEIKH's determination to pursue resistance and repel French incursion attempts. On the contrary, resistance fighters rallied in the south to resume fighting by using hit-and-run tactics rather than fighting by confrontation. During this period, resistance continued at a lower pace between 1867 and 1869, as the region witnessed consecutive stifling crises, including drought, famine and epidemics, which caused the death of a large number of people. Furthermore, CHEIKH, the last leader of OULED SIDI CHEIKH resistance movement, had managed to unite the ranks again. Dabda battle took place near Ain Madi in February 1869, in which the enemy achieved a victory and further strengthened his forces in the region. Confrontations then continued unabated till December 22, 1871, as CHEIKH Ould Hamza and his followers bravely broke the lines of the French forces in southern Libya Sidi Sheikh. The toll was heavy, and a lot of resistance fighters fell in the field of honor. The battle was indeed a final blow, as it was the last battle led by the eastern section of OULED SIDI CHEIKH against the French occupation. These heroics wrote an immortal page in the history of Algerian popular resistance, as they are considered among the bright milestones that paved the way for the national movement and November the 1st glorious revolution.